What is up, guys, and welcome back to our Road to Glory Career Mode with Plymouth, episode number 12. And obviously I did an update video on Monday, and if you want to find out kind of what happened, why I hadn't uploaded in 2 weeks, you can go check it out. But I'll just tell you as well, obviously my computer broke and the hard drive was absolutely fucked, so I got a new hard drive. I had to start everything again. I actually had 4 videos of the Road to Glory done already, so we are actually now, this episode, into deadline day, and we've missed September, October, November and December, so, and a bit of January, so, you know, it's a bit annoying, but the thing is, obviously, you know, you haven't really missed a lot. You've only missed playing matches. Luckily, I actually finished the transfer window, so, and also before making these signings here, Bakota from Leeds and Freeman from Bristol City, all the signings you'll see this episode, I didn't make any before that. So luckily, I haven't made any new additions at all, and I've just played games. So, you know, you haven't missed a lot, but, well, you have, but you haven't. You get what I mean. But anyway, I'm going to obviously comment about my transfer window, well, transfer deadline day for the first kind of 3 minutes of the video, what it's all about, and then I'm going to talk about, obviously, the Euro final against France and Portugal. But anyway, the third signing we made was actually Digby. We swapped him for Johnny Egan. I mean, Digby, 6'7" rated, 1 rated below Egan, 3 years younger. I mean, why not buy him? We'll probably get that in about 2 months anyway. And also, Kmart Roof, one of my best players this season so far. I counter-offered a 3.5 million deal for him. Bidders were accepted, and we got 3 million for it. So I was able to go buy better players like Alan Judge. He'll be coming to us next season when we're probably in the Championship. Because the thing is, we are at top of the league, and we are actually top of the league by quite a few points. So, you know, we're doing quite well, really. We are top of the league. But, yeah, we was actually off for some youth players here. And as you see, Aston Villa, 2 18-year-olds. One was Cole Green, who was 66 rated, who I see on the screen actually got a bid accepted for him for only 400k, which was quite lucky, to be fair. And as you see, we had to do signing, and you know, he's only on 2.2k, so you know, that's a great signing, because you know, in the future, and maybe in 2 seasons, he might, if I train him up, he might get to a 75, you never know, and he'll probably be a good Premier League player. But also, this Callum Harriott guy, being linked with a few Championship clubs, 68 rated, 22 years old, got him for a lot cheaper than his kind of base value, because his contract was running out at the end of the season. So actually, I picked up on him for quite a low amount of money as well. And also this guy, Haben Murphy, 65 rated, 18 years old. His contract was also running out at the end of the season, so I got him for 500k as well. And to be fair, if them guys' contracts weren't running out at the end of the season, I probably would have had to pay for at least 1.5, 2 million for some of them. I think definitely for that Harriott guy, because his base value was 850k. So obviously, like I said, I got quite a few bargains, I think. Signed a few players on pre-contracts, and hopefully our squad will be stronger than ever when we go into the Championship. But anyway, we're back on with the league games, and like I said, we are top of the table. And at the moment, Brentford is second, so it was quite a top of the table clash. And as you see here, Houghton, take a bow, son. I mean, this guy, I've never heard of him at all, and since I've done this Plymouth Career Mode, obviously I've known of him, obviously, but yeah, I mean, his strikes are unbelievable, and I don't even think he's got that good long shots. And as you see, what a goal! I mean, it's just such a good hit, and it beats the Brentford goalkeeper. And as you see, he picks up his 8th goal of the season, so he's a good player to have on Career Mode, and I do recommend him. But anyway, I am going to obviously, like I said, talk about the Euro final, and what a shitty final it was. I mean, there was no entertainment whatsoever. The first half was shit. The second half was shit. Extra time was pretty crap until kind of the second half of extra time. It was just a very crappy final. I mean, Portugal only won 1 game in normal time, which is mad, and they've frigging gone and won it. I mean, how have they done that? I don't know. You know, obviously they drew every game in the group stage. Then they drew against Croatia in normal time. Obviously beat them in extra time. Then they obviously won Wales, which, you know, it's kind of surprising really, because I thought Wales had actually beat them. But you know, the thing is, Portugal did win that game and ended up winning the Euros. But the thing is with me, France for me just hasn't performed to the maximum. I mean, Pogba, I mean, he's meant to be off to Man U for 100 million, And I don't even think he's worth 50. He's not played very good at all. The best game he's had is against Iceland. And I know Iceland had a really good tournament. Don't get me wrong, I'm not kind of putting them down anyway. But come on, it's Iceland. You can't kind of say, oh my god, he's worth 100 million off that game. Because them players are kind of part-time workers in their own country. So it's just Pogba, disappointing tournament. If it weren't for Griezmann and Lloris, I don't think France would have done very well at all. You know, obviously, like I said, Griezmann scored 6 goals, basically carried them, and Lloris, you know, helped out the defence massively by keeping a lot of goals out. I mean, he kept quite a few goals out last night. Don't get me wrong, France did have the chances. Rui Patricio for Portugal in their goal. He played very well as well. You know, he pulled off a lot of good saves. But, you know, like I said, if it weren't for Lloris and Griezmann, I think France would have not even beat Germany, to be fair. And you know, overall, I don't think they had a very good tournament. They did get to the final. They probably did deserve to get to the final. Like I said, the thing is, I am saying that they didn't play very well because they didn't. You know, they didn't play to the maximum they can. You know, the defence looks a bit shaky. Matuidi, Pogba didn't have the best tournament. If it weren't for Griezmann, like I said, I don't think they would have done very well. So, you know, overall, I didn't think France had the best tournament, but, you know, they got to the final and they was unlucky to lose, really, because I thought overall in the game, France probably was the better side. But the main thing is, Portugal went and won it, and, you know, Ronaldo finally got his hands on an international trophy. I felt sorry for him, to be fair. You know, he got injured quite early on, went off early on, you know, he was crying, you know, it meant a lot to him. And it was obviously showed a lot of passion he has, and he, you know, came on as coach, and well, you know, he basically being the second coach to Portugal, you know, picking everyone up, he was telling them what to do, and you know, obviously the team did it for him, you could say, and you know, obviously he's got a first international thing, so, you know, well done to him. I mean, don't get me wrong, he didn't have the best tournament, he only got 3 goals. But the main thing is they won it, and you could say they didn't deserve it because, you know, they've only won 1 game out of extra in normal time. But the main thing is they won it in the end, and you know, that's the main thing, they won it, and just congratulations to them because, you know, everyone I think had the money on France. Everyone thought France were going to win it. I said before the tournament France were going to win it, and, you know, also I nearly got that prediction right. But again, France just didn't turn up like they've done in the tournament sometimes, well, a lot of time really. And again, want the best of finals, but, you know, there's got to be a winner, and this time it was kind of the underdog. But yeah, overall, I mean, the tournament, I thought it wasn't bad, to be fair. You know, we had a lot of kind of underdog teams. Iceland probably the biggest. You know, everyone started to steal their chant. Iceland did a tweet when France got obviously through to the final. They were doing the Viking clap, as they call the celebration, and Iceland tweeted about France to stop using their celebration, which I thought was so funny. But yeah, obviously Iceland, the most surprising team. You could say maybe Wales as well, the most surprising team, but to be fair, you know, they do have a lot of good players. You know, Ramsey, Bale, Williams. You know, they did very, very well. So, you know, probably the most two kind of exciting teams was Iceland and Wales to see them do well. And obviously I have to talk about the drips, the absolute window lickers. England, just absolute shite. Didn't deserve to get through the group at all. You know, you can't draw against Russia and Slovakia, and, you know, obviously not. I mean, it's just such a shit tournament. You know, every year we get hyped up. Our players are doing well in the league, you know, Kane getting top scorer, Dele Alli coming on, playing like Frank Lampard, whatever, Paul Scholes, you know, Gascoigne. Our defence looking very strong, Joe Hart having one of the best seasons he had, and we go play like absolute dog shit. So, you know, you just can't get your head around it sometimes. I don't know why England can't perform at a major tournament. You know, it's so fucking weird. And, you know, they've let the country down again. And, you know, it's just absolute shit. Obviously, Roy Hodgson did quit. I thought, why does he quit? You know, you don't quit, you get sacked. But he's there again, he was going to get sacked, and his contract was up at the end, so, you know, they weren't going to renew it. Well, technically, he wasn't going to get sacked, really. We're just going to kind of They weren't just going to sign him again. But, Klinsmann, the old German coach, the USA coach now, he's obviously favourite with Sam Allardyce. To be fair, I hope Sam Allardyce gets it because I'd like to see him at international stage because I quite like Sam Allardyce as a coach. He gets players going. He don't give up to any shit. But there again, Klinsmann, he has done it. He's been there, done that, got the medals to show you it. So, I mean, it just depends on who kind of wants to do it. I mean, Sam Allardyce, I think, will want to do it because he's going to have an hard freaking season with Sunderland anyway. So it'll be, be very interesting to see who gets the job. But like I said, I think Sam Allardyce will probably get it. And I mean, if he does, then does he manage Sunderland as well or just England? So will Sunderland need a new coach because he's done very good at that club. He kept him up last year. And to do that, he's done very well. But again, obviously, like I said, congratulations to Portugal. They didn't really deserve it, but sometimes you just got nip it in the bud, and sometimes you don't deserve it. But the thing is, if you play well in the final and better than the other team, you're gonna win it. And to be fair, this time Portugal did play better than France, and that was it. It was kind of a weird Euros. To be fair, a lot of teams didn't play very well. Spain, after the Croatia loss, obviously had a hard game against Italy. Didn't play very good against Italy. A few teams that I thought were going to do maybe well, like Austria, Alaba, Fuchs from Bayern Munich, Leicester. They didn't do very well, finished bottom of their group. Hungary, surprising team again, unlucky to get Germany in, Wales in, But, that's the thing. The better team should really win. And overall, I thought the Euros were good, but maybe Portugal didn't deserve it, but they won it. So, well done to them. And England, you better book up your ideas because you were shite. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace!
Bottom and falling are Gillingham with 28 points. Third bottom, rising up the table, are Port Vale with 30 points. Fourth bottom, moving down, are